NSW chest rigs, large tool bags, bunch of random one-off fanny packs, light and rain covers, 5x7s. We've got some Highlander orange thread day packs that'll be available tomorrow. They might be online already. Dual tool totes in black. They still need snaps in them. Bunch more single point slings. New shirt. Let's see. New shirt. New shirt. That's online. If you're on our text app, you know that we got a bunch of wool blankets. Super nice wool blankets. They're like 80 inches by 68, I think. Yeah, 84 by 60. Unfortunately, for you guys that are not on our text app, they sold out. Like in minutes, they sold out. We had a couple cases of it. Tattooed, what's up? Philippine Nomad, what's going on? Wex, what's up? Byron Roberts, Durando, what's up? Vito Griffin, Josh, hey, how are you? Mr. Greg, Matt Christopher, Billy Magnum. How's everybody's day? Did you guys have a great day? Did you have a killer day? Sakota, what's up, man? How are you? Beans arrived, right on. So far, I've only seen one person tag me. Monica Parks, the only person I've seen tag me in that. That's easy money, too. Tabletop Farms, what's up? How are you? What are we making out here? It's like 500 IV pouches. Holy shit, that's ridiculously close to the edge. Yeah, they're gonna have to sew those further in. That's not okay. Typhon Toxic Day Packs are going. Friday 13th tool bags. Looks like Woodland tool bags are moving right now. Day pack side pouches right here. By the way, I'm still looking for a 15-year-old to set up my alias Facebook profile. Just make a new Outlook or Gmail or whatever. Dean Conrad, what's going on? Great day, Wisconsin, misty, windy 30s. It stormed here. It stormed here, but it was not cold. What are you doing? Papa Mike. Trimmed out the coupe fans not to wire them up. Right on. Stressful buying a car at auction. Weather is messing up the pickup arrangement. Spent all day on the phone trying to figure out the solution. So what's the solution? What is the answer? Wrench roll video is good. Gonna get at least 3 as soon as the ATM comes in. Test out my rifle lights in the dark. Right on. Isaac Barrett, we can do that through PayPal if you need to. John Witherspoon, what's up? Got back just in time to get Friday the 13th order. You got the crud from being around a bunch of strangers. Man, so many people are going to come back from SHOT so fucking sick every year. Big O, what up? Range day. Spent the day with the kids. Nice, Toronto. Do you still have plenty of Tropic Multicam Toxic thread left? Do you still have plenty of Tropic Multicam and Toxic thread? We like raw materials? Yeah. Are you talking about something sewn up? I don't think we have anything. I think we've only done it ever custom. Notification, my Multicam Black H harness is on its way. Right on. Been making walnut folding beard combs. Very cool. That's cool. Highlander orange thread day packs they're nice. They're super nice. Here, let me show you. They contrast very well. Fall colors, and at a distance, like you could use this out deer hunting or whatever. 20 feet away, you wouldn't see that orange at all. It'll just blend right in. I mean, you might want to undo and put different cords on. Sitting in the massage chair after first workout 2 years. Taylor, fucking good on you. Good on you for working out, man. I had a good chest workout this morning. I had a 90-minute massage this evening. If you can get a massage therapist that you can see regularly, it really does make a difference with recovery. Especially if you just had your first workout in 2 years. Holy shit. If you had a massage within, I mean, even later that night or whatever, man, it would make a world of difference for you. Wish I could have gotten in on the Friday promo, needed the shirt, but I needed the shirt. I don't know what that means. You're a grown fucking man, Scott. You do justify, however, manipulate your whatever you got to do, man. You could have ordered twice if you really wanted it. You could have made that happen. Ordered a tool roll today in Coyote. Right on. Thank you for your order. That should ship tomorrow. Only chicks for massages? Man, I wouldn't give a shit. Ours is a female. We've been using her for years. She comes here. We actually bought a massage table. I think we own a massage chair. If you've ever been to the Self-Reliance Festival, she's been at every one of them doing massages. And she's awesome. Seems like they don't want to let me touch it out of to the weekend. I don't know what we're talking about there. Friday promo was literally 4 days long. Yeah. The pirate shirt. Pirate shirt. So we just did pirate shirt right here, which Scott, you shouldn't have even fucking known about. We just did the pirate shirt, and the next shirt is the black flag. I know people call this the black flag shirt. The next shirt, next week's shirt, is actually the black American flag. No quarter, no surrender, will not retreat. The actual black flag is the next one. I'm so stoked. Joy's still working out. Man, Josh, that's one of the best fucking. That was a great find when you found her. Waiting to hear back if they'll release the car 8 or 9 hours early so I can beat the storm. By the auction agreement, anything not picked up in the arranged time is forfeited. Tyler, the auction places are fucking assholes. Every single time I have dealt with an auction place, they have been fucking assholes. Every single fucking time. Hopefully that's not the case for you. Deep tissue massage therapy, acupressure, acupuncture, great as well. Yeah, we're about to add hyperbaric chamber. I'm very excited about that. We're about to add hyperbaric chamber in. I have some red light therapy now. I would have told you I couldn't tell a difference, but what I do notice is things that hurt stop hurting. Like you just do them for a few days, and they're like, hey, is that thing working? And you're like, I would have told you I don't know, but yeah, whatever it was doesn't hurt anymore. It does really, there seems to be something to it. How long is it taking to get the belts out the door? My pants keep falling down. It just depends, Dean. You've literally given me no fucking information at all to help you. Like what, if you'd ordered a low profile belt, you'd already have it. 2-inch duty belt, we'd already made it. I cut over 100 belts today. It just depends what it is, man. I got 14,000 part numbers in just one kind of belt. What else is on the order? What promo code did you use? The nurse wasn't sure if she should introduce me. I asked her to just give me a card instead. Joy was stoked. Yeah, I think we've given Joy has definitely a bunch of customers because of coming here. I know a lot of the employees have used Joy, but that's kind of like a one here, one there kind of thing. But like she works on Rick next door every week on one of the days. She comes here twice a week. And then one of the days she works on Rick. I know she's picked up a lot of other clients. I think she's like full-time busy. Like she works from fucking 9 in the morning till 9 at night. Like she left here tonight at 8:30, and I know she won't get home till 11. She's got like 2 or 3 more clients after us. Drove through the valley today here in California. A lot of standing water still. There were 6 power poles snapped off. Yeah, it looks fucking crazy, man. Seeing that, and that it's California is even fucking wilder. Thanks for the heads up on Radio Made Easy. Great people, man. Fucking great programs, great equipment. He will make it, like, he will break it down Barney style. When he leaves, you will know exactly what the fuck you need to do. And you won't have to do a bunch of bullshit that you don't need to do. And by that, I don't mean like get your license. You should get your license. It's super easy. There's no reason not to do it. But he's going to have, you're going to buy 6 radios, 10 radios, 2 radios, whatever. And he's going to have all that shit dialed in to the max efficiency and the max range and the max effectiveness out of those things. She works out every day doing massages. She does, yeah. Easy K, what's up? Bought me a gym. 1965 Oldsmobile Delta 88. Totally going to build the blower motor for it. Think I'd look great with a giant supercharger hanging out the hood. Right on, man. Dude, if that's your thing, that is fucking awesome. I am very happy for you. I'm glad I caught a live. Where can I watch Pulling the Thread? Bullseye Farm. Join the membership here. It says join or membership. It's $1, $1. And it's all behind the membership. $1. We put up over 10 hours of content. Last week, Scully and I recorded 3.5 hours of Pulling the Thread. And then we have a Thunderdome level, which is $5. At the $5 level, you get to interact and ask questions. And then Amanda and I answer those questions. We've done some with Scully and I answering questions also, though usually we just fucking run full blast. He says something that makes me think of something. I say something and he goes off on it. And that's what is Pulling the Thread. Pulling the Thread used to be you guys would ask questions and Jeff and I would just stand in the bunker and just, you notice everybody's like, from the bunker. We were the first to ever fucking do that. None of these guys ever had a bunker. None of them were saying they were in the bunker. We were doing that shit 4 years ago. So we were just in the bunker and just fucking reading your guys' questions and going off on them. And now it's actually, we have a whole nother building we have a podcast studio set up. We have real lighting, real microphones. We're about to put a round table in there so we can kind of face each other better and have guests, more guests in. John, have you noticed that when you go to like a video, you have to swipe right just to see the comp button? I have noticed that, Jose. They make it harder and harder to interact. I have seen that, man. Yes. Best $5 spent. So at the $5 level, you can see everything for $1. You don't have to get the $5 level. At the $5 level, you can ask comments and interact. We put over 10 hours of content every week, plus more. And then we also, the interactions that we like the best, or we have the best information, or I'm like, oh, that was a really good question, those we pick as winners, and we send you guys stuff. The OG Pulling the Thread next to the canned food. Yeah, there's a ton of canned food. So that room, there are several of those rooms. That room is like 25 by 25, 30 by 30. If you've been in the bathrooms, it's the same building. It's actually it's an addition to this building. And that building is jammed full of just storage stuff, food and preps and stuff. Pennant Prepper videos are awesome, right on. Thanks for watching those. Just about to pull the trigger on new saw, trying to cool my jets, but it's hard. All the videos with Scully are great. Actually, all your videos. Thanks, Dean. Scully and his Glock. That was funny. So, Pulling the Thread podcast has a TikTok page, and we put that is up on TikTok. It was up there less than 12 hours, had 3.5 million views and over 3,500 comments. You want to see some funny shit? Jump on TikTok and find the Pulling the Thread podcast. It's up there. Because the beauty of it is most of the people on TikTok have no idea who we are. So they're just, God, there's some dudes that are like, yeah, he's right. There's some guys that are like, who cares? But man, the dudes that are angry about it are so fucking angry. How come I don't do SHOT Show? Because I don't need to do SHOT Show. When we go out to SHOT Show or Blade Show costs me $50,000 every time I do Blade Show. We take all our guys, we take all of our product. You can't sell at SHOT Show. I can sell every single thing we make without going to SHOT Show. I already have lines with all my vendors. I don't need to go to SHOT Show to see vendors. We sell everything we make. And then when we go to SHOT Show or to Blade Show, the business is literally shut down for a week. That's a week of revenue not coming through the business. And a real part of it is I don't want to go to fucking Las Vegas. I don't want to go to the West Coast. I have animals here. I have a farm. We ranch a little bit. I guess that's the difference between farming and ranching. Farming, you grow food. Ranching, you grow meat. We're a working farm here. I have 3 different businesses, and they're pretty much all full-time businesses. Chuck Peoples, what's up? I saw you on I heard you were on Tim's last night. That's awesome. Toolman Tim. If you guys don't know, Toolman Tim has a great fucking channel. He's on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. You should definitely check him out. He's a friend of ours. We do a lot of lives with him. Chuck Peoples has a company also, Appalachian Medical Supply. You should check him out. Patrick, what's up, buddy? We always say YouTube blocks you, but I have yet been able to watch an entire sewing video on Facebook. I always get halfway through it, then it restarts and won't let me FF to where I was. That's weird. All of our TAC Ops suppliers here no longer carry quality gear. I'm going to have to order SOE and have sent to my sister in SoCal. Then she'll repack with other items and forward. We can totally do that, man. Totally doable. When you do that, let me know ahead of time. Let me know ahead of time so that we can, handle that for you. Filed Tennessee LLC paperwork last night. Planning to get down there in April. Looking forward to Keeney. What's your company? Is this the company? Like you're moving everything to Tennessee? Panic Prepper Videos, Robert Chalk, the OG PTT. Thunderdome. Some of the members only content you mentioned a watch band. Can you show one? I can. Yeah, I can show you one. So the first watch bands, for you guys that don't know what he's talking about, Pablo took one of our Cobra keychains when we started building it and just put it around his wrist. And he's like, this is awesome. And he just wore it like a bracelet. So many fucking people asked about it. And we didn't tell anybody what it was. And then I built something similar for a watch band, and I will show you what that is. First time I got pre-notification of lives. Well, I'm glad it worked, man. I promise you, it won't next time. That is the one consistency is that there is no consistency. All right, hang on. All right, hang on, meow. Oh, that looks fucking terrible. It's the light. I guess that's a little better. Okay. Right here. So it's just like, it's like our dog collar, right? You adjust it, and it'll take you a minute to get it adjusted, right? And when you're adjusting it, you want to kind of bend it a little bit so it makes that curve. So the pins are captive, so that if you lose one pin, you still have the other holding it. This is not the mini buckle. This is the full-size, non-adjustable buckle. This is what we put on our Cobra slings, right? So there's that. Here it is with the mini buckle. Now, when you put this on with the full-size Cobra buckle, you'll be like, holy shit, that thing's big. But once you wear it 30 minutes, an hour, you forget that you have this on. You don't even notice it. It's the same as having a watch on the other side. Don't notice it at all. This is definitely a little smaller, but I really feel like I like the bigger buckle better. And this is the low profile one. Definitely not life support, but it's plenty strong for a watch band. What else we got in here? Here's a Omega. Here's a Sin. I think this is a U1. No, this is a UX. I have a U1. I haven't been able to find it. I think I'm going to buy another one. I want one. Here is one of the first bands I did on a carbon fiber. Let me turn this around. It looks better the other way. So there's a carbon fiber. And I did a traditional band. But the weak point is getting these holes consistent, which I've not been able to do. And as you see, the material oblongs, so there's no way that wouldn't last. Here's a Resco. There's a set of these. There's an S&G and an SMF. I have both of them. At the time, it was the only ones ever done. I don't know if they've done any more in that Cryptek pattern. I don't think they did. This is a real nice one. Cutting the shit out of this. Let me close this. U.S. Navy bronze. Damascus. Not bronze Damascus, but the handle is bronze. There's a little tagged Formula One. Frank the Tank. Do you own any Benchmade autos? Man, I don't think I have any Benchmade autos. I have some Microtech autos. I really don't care for them. Really, they're not robust enough. I don't care for the autos. I have. Here's a Microtech auto, Louis Vuitton. Ryan, do I need to ask Nut Aunt about the Strider we sent to my dad? Yeah. Here's some Mutiny Metal stuff if you're not familiar with these guys. Those guys are super cool. You should check them out. They do pirate silver and shit. Couple Balefang New Vegas 5Rs. We'll do all that bubble pack Motorola. We'll do plus, oh yeah, plus a lot more. I now have a farm. Also, thanks to listening to you for 5 years prior to 22. Starting to build my home now. I put what you preach into action. And now I'm doing the damn thing. That's awesome, Bullseye, man. Where did you, let me take this off while I'm thinking about this. Where did you get where are you building your farm, man? Where's your property at? Not specifically, but like, what state? Could you do a watch band with a G-hook? You could. No, you really couldn't, Matt, because the adjustment's on the underside. Could you? Yeah. Would I want to wear it? I would not. Arkansas, fucking good for you, man. Do I follow you on it? You got an Instagram page? Tag me on something, and I'll follow you. How did you like the bolt bag? I've been completely ignoring your comment, dude. I see it every night. I've intentionally not replied to you. Get a mini pack. What do you think of Citizen watches? I think they're great, man. The Eco Drives for the money. I own several Citizens. I haven't worn one in a very long time. I had a lot of Citizen Aqualand dive watches, and now they've got that solar deal in them. I think they're fucking great. I think it would be fucking wonderful. I guess Cody bought it. Maybe I bought it for him. Like a Nighthawk. I think it's a wonderful watch, man. I think you can't go wrong with them. Find one that you like the way it looks and get you one, and it will serve you well. How do you like your product you make? What do you want him to say? It sucks. Dr. House. Where's Dr. House at? Dr. House, what's up? Is that the real doc? Tell me something that only you would know so that I know it's you. There are so many fucking fake accounts out there. What are you doing, you fucking deviant? I'll eat your soul. If you only had a beautiful leather and multicam dump tray for those knives and watch. Yeah, if only I did. If only I did. If only the cabinet maker had really nice cabinets. I think it'd be cool to have like a giant zippered knife pouch that you could just carried shit in and then unzipped it and used it as a dump tray. That actually sounds like a good idea. Still love my Sun 2. Yep. I've got some Sun 2s. Where was I going here? What happens is, this is what happens. When we have a bunch of dudes in town, or we're just hanging out and we're talking watches and knives and shit, the safes get opened up and a bunch of stuff comes out of the safes, right? And then they get put in these drawers or whatever. And then finally I'm like, I have too much of this shit here. And it gets piled into these containers because you can hold them with one hand. So you can hold two of them. And then they all get put back in the safes. Wife always says she's the shoemaker's wife. Forgot the whole saying. Yeah, exactly, man. Digging the oxblood tray. Josh, it's oxblood leather. It is the exact same leather and oxblood that Restoration Hardware uses on their couches. So like those Churchill chairs I have upstairs, since you've been here, I've added 3 more couches. I have 3, I think they're 12 foot, 3 12-foot Restoration Hardware couches, a big U shape, like an L shape. And then I have another 12-footer, and then I have another 12-footer also. But those Churchill chairs, those big recliners upstairs, they're the same leather. Chris Watkins, man, what's up, buddy? It's Porterhouse and Teal, what's up? I'm down for raw fish whenever. Down for whatever, any kind of weather. How much for the tray? I don't know. Make me an offer. What are you throwing out there? You better reach deep. years ago, I got a really nice Seiko from a friend. A dude in the mall over here glanced at it and thought it was a Rolex. Yeah, absolutely, man. There's some Seiko divers out there that are beautiful. You should check out my friend JP. JP's Wrist Shop. He does custom Seiko divers. It's hefty, man. They're autos. And you can totally customize this. So if you want like a, if you want the crystal to be a dome, he does that. If you want day date, he'll do that. If you want different luminescence, like this piece right here that screws down, he'll do this checkered or serrated like that. Man, you can pick, there's like, when he custom builds it for you, there's like 20 different pieces that you pick. You get exactly what you want. And if even if you're not interested in them, right? If you're not, like I'm not buying one right now, check out JP Wrist Shop on Instagram. Tell him I sent you over there. And he's done us great, man. I've bought probably a dozen watches through him. I might need oxblood docks. They make them, babe. They make them. Here's a couple more of those. So I've got that one, and then I've got the matching. We've actually given several of these away. We bought them and then did some giveaways with them. Super nice. All sounds more fun than what I'm doing. Sanding fiberglass after patching my bathtub. Appreciate the conversation. Ed, right on. I don't know what you mean appreciate the conversation though. Right on. Fiberglass. Do you smoke cigars? I have never smoked a cigar. I have hundreds of cigars. I do have some very nice humidors, to include some from the 1800s and early 1900s. Cody, a lot of my friends smoke cigars. I have friends that travel the world and give me cigars, and I usually give them to my other friends, a few sticks at a time. Some watch people claim some of the Grand Seiko watches are the best ever made. I think they hit 50,000. Highly possible. Highly possible. Yeah, that's very like Swatch. A lot of people don't realize that Swatch, you know, the kids' watch, they have $250,000 watches. Swatch owns everyone. Swatch owns Rolex. Swatch owns tons of companies. The movement he uses is super accurate. Yeah, they're great, man. Fortunate Son, the red and black. Yeah, it's nice, man. I'm very pleased with that leather, that hide there. I bought two, one for my bed and one to take while I travel. I'm going to love them. John, what are we talking about? All hail chef, that's right. I used the multicam Friday the 13th original tool bag for all my knives. Yeah, that would work great. That would work great. Porterhouse and Teal, how are you, man? Gargoyle cat. I'm still looking for some real gargoyles. So it's too late now if you haven't seen it, but we did Friday the 13th tool bags, and we let you pick your own colors. Like, you got to pick your own combos. We did zippered knife pouches. You also got to pick your own combos. And this bag, a tool bag light, which we also let you pick your own combos. This bag was free. That was the free bag, $65 bag. I see guys sell those with embroidery for 95 bucks all the time. And that's how you get all that weird shit. Like, how did you get that weird color combo? So if you have some stuff, you've been collecting all your stuff and you like it all matchy match, that's how you get that shit. Conversation, video, live chat just makes the work easy. I totally understand, man. I put in pre-played live videos. Like I'll listen to Jack Spirko's videos or, whatever. I listen to that when I'm working outside, especially, or when I'm just running back and forth through the shop like I was tonight, just like cleaning shit up and stacking webbing and trying to organize stuff. I'll just have some podcasts in. Or like more on YouTube than podcasts. Swatch owns ETA, the premier automatic movement. Do you own any ball watches? I do not own any ball watches. I do not. I don't have any Rolex. I don't have any Tudor. Big O, I did not see an offer on those trays. How's it going? In your neck of the woods, had a lady from Eva reach out to me for chips. Chris Watkins, everybody wants chips. Shit, I need more chips. How did she get your name? Oh, because you were doing, are you guys doing the contract here this year? Are you back here? No. Oh, shit. Yeah, I've been rationing them things, man. I have that every time I use them, I'm like, do I really want to use these here? Not sure how deep my pockets are. Big O, I understand, man. I understand. When I auction those, I usually get $250 for them. Derek Olson, tonight's live is good, man. Rolex about to take a dive. The market is about to take a dump. You're still going to have value in them. Rolex is one of those things. It is never going to, like, you're not going to see the market flooded with Rolexes. You're going to see desperate people who bought Rolexes on a credit card. You're going to see those guys sell those watches. But they're not going to come down everywhere they were. Like a Rolex is never going to sell. When you could have bought a Rolex 5 years ago, you're never going to see those prices again. Everything goes up and then they come down a little bit. Now you'll see desperate people doing desperate shit for sure. But when that happens, those things get snatched up before I'll ever see any of that shit. Crypto kids buying. Dude, Bitcoin's up. I'm still buying Bitcoin. Bitcoin was what, 21,000, 20,000 yesterday? What is your best floor jack? Man, I really probably don't have any great floor jacks. I own 3 or 4 of these, and these came from Costco years ago, so they're like the low profiles. I do see people say good stuff about the Harbor Freight ones, like they've got those anodized aluminum ones. But what do we use, like what are we honestly using a jack for, right? A jack is to raise it, not to hold it. And there's been a lot of people killed climbing under cars that were jacked up without jack stands. As you see, there's a jack and there's some jack stands. We've got probably a dozen jack stands. The big ones are out on the other building here. Eagle, I think it's Eagle, makes a badass off-road jack that's got a skid plate like for pulling in gravel and sand, and then they also make them with wheels on them. But I don't know a lot about jacks. Casual user, Harbor Freight is great, yeah. Harbor Freight jacks are awesome. Jacks like that helped us with an excursion that got a flat one night, yep. Heard Sean Ryan say dudes wore Rolexes overseas as a bargaining chip in case things went south. Yeah, I've heard a lot of guys say that. I heard Sean say that as well. Yeah, I think it just depends who you're dealing with overseas. Heard someone say video games hijack your reward system. Once I understood that concept, I cut them out and replaced Real life gems like businesses. Yes, absolutely, man. Think about that. Must be nice. Every motherfucker telling you how nice it must be, they're at the strip club or they're fucking playing video games. I got friends that are pretty successful that play video games. They would be way more successful if they did not play video games. Mont Blanc pins. I have a lot of Mont Blancs. I actually own one of the Einstein Mont Blancs in the wooden case. Actually, I own a lot of Mont Blancs that came in custom cases and stuff, just like when you buy nice watches come in nice wooden boxes and presentation. But I own one of the Einstein Mont Blancs. Saw a Panic Prepper video at EMP Shield box. I'm an EMP Shield affiliate. EMP Shield came out here. They put EMP Shields in my boxes. I have probably 10 right now that need to be put in. I have 16 individual boxes in the building. And if you use code SOE at EMP Shield, you will get $50 off of your purchase. I'd love to see a Jacob and Company watch. We were in Vegas and looking at Pateks, and we had $2 million worth of watches out on the counters. That was only 3 watches. Rolex is still the king, best investment in watches. I own a lot of Hublots. I should have probably, well, I should have. A better investment definitely would have been Rolex than Hublot. Yeah, the HF ones are good. I got an aluminum one from Esco. 10498 is a good jack stand. Got it. Badlands makes an off-road 3-ton jack, big old tires on it. Impressive. Maybe that's who I'm thinking of, Coos. They make, I thought it was Eagle, though. They make like the blue ones, got the wheels and shit, and then you can get it with a sand skid on it. They make racks that go on your tire swing outs and stuff. They got a good Instagram page. They got a lot of good targeted marketing. That motherfucker will be all over my social media when I get off this video just from talking about jack stands. Casio is #1 cheap watch. Right on, right on. I think that like anything, right? You buy whatever you like. Like a lot of guys want to be like, oh, that Hublot is a waste of money. Or that Citizen is, you know, it's just like buy whatever you want, just like knives, right? What knife is in my pocket? I just showed you guys probably $50,000 in knives, probably well over 50 grand in knives that I showed you just earlier in this video. What's in my pocket? This. When I leave here on the weekends, this sits on a counter and one of those knives goes in my pocket and I put a watch on. And then when I get back here, as soon as we get Badlands as Harbor Freight, got it. As soon as I get back here, I put this back in my pocket right away because I will take those knives and need a knife and have one of those other knives in my pocket, right? I also take my watch off when I'm here because I always have my phone with me and I always have earbuds in. Usually, when I'm outside here, the four-wheeler's with me and my phone is in the cup holder of the four-wheeler. And a lot of times, over half of the time that I'm outside here, it's dark. So I have the four-wheeler with me, and I have all the LED lights focused on whatever I'm working on. What knife? CFK. This is a DOC, Dead on Contact, from Microtech. I've got several friends that have worked at Microtech over the years, and a buddy of mine gave me this. And when he gave it to me, I'm like, I'll never carry that. This is a very robust knife. I actually lost this knife. It was sitting out here, right here. It was sitting on one of these from when we did a video. I set it here. And I couldn't find it for a couple weeks. I actually went looking to buy another one of these and was unable to get it. I have one that's carbon fiber. It's a nicer, like a dressier knife. But this knife, I am very spoiled. I carry this way. It fits in all of my pants without the clip being too tight, right? So all my pants have this extra edge guard on them for carrying a knife. It's also reinforced here. So it sits here. I pull this out, and my finger automatically goes to this flipper. And I can deploy this, and to close it, I just go like this. But I'm very bad about sharpening knives. This knife is dull as can be. I've never one time ever sharpened this knife. And Josh can tell you, because when were you here, Josh? When did you stop working here? 3 years ago, probably? But he was here 4 and 5 years ago, and I carried this knife all the time. I dig with it, I pry with it, I do a ton of shit you shouldn't do with a knife. And most of the I do have Striders, tons of them, but most of the Strider knives I have, they're just too fucking nice. Like, you could totally use them and do everything I do with this, but like this thing, the anodizing's worn off of it. It's all ground down from carrying keys in my pocket with it and shit. So I just use this. This is my daily beater knife. Neck knife all the time. Yeah, MTK, right on. Just before 2020. I fucking wish you were still here, man. I remember seeing that knife behind your Corvette in your locked garage. Angel, I see what you did there. I was thinking, I don't have a Corvette. Strider Marfione collab. Yeah, that's what this is, Greg. That's what this is. I tried my damnedest to buy another one for the last couple weeks. Pro Eagle does make one with a skid plate. That's got to be the company. Check out the Graf Diamond watch. Costs $50 million. Ugliest watch. How about those Icebox? I don't know who the fuck bedazzles them. Icebox out of Atlanta does, though. The G-Shocks. Who the fuck take a G-Shock? But there are, I mean, Audemars got a G-Shock collab now. And you'd be way better off putting your money in Audemars. I have friends that have Audemars watches, and they can take those things and fucking sell them the same day for $500 grand. Do you carry a fixed blade? I do not. I do not carry a fixed blade. Where the cup is welded to the pin is really important on jacks. Billy Magnum, what's up, buddy? One of my guys that works here carries a fixed blade. Spydercos are great. I agree, Josh. I agree. I cut a shitload of tire sidewalls out with a Spyderco police model when they first came out. We fucking tried to destroy that, and we destroyed a lot of tires. Flip this around here. JP's wrist shop has been doing a bunch of G-Shock. Yeah, he sure has. Yes, he has. Those like Audemars collab G-Shocks. They look, well, his look like Audemars. Do you carry fixed? They're the best knives, the ones that people actually use. Yeah, the best knife is the knife you have when you need it. Just like body armor. Everybody wants to talk body armor and, you know, which body, and the truth is, you really need fucking 3 different body armor sets, right? It's just like gear. Everybody wants a big patrolling setup, and that's great until you're in the fucking hatch of a fucking truck, you know, until you're up in a ring mount. And then in the ring mount, what were guys running? Armor. If they're running Pope, like when they were running Pope glass and the big glass in the Humvees, they were running micro rigs. There was a ton of dudes running micro rigs and stacked micros. Still wearing the Timex that my grandfather gave me. That's awesome, dude. And that's it, right? Just like the what watch to get, what knife to get. You get whatever you want, man. You're gonna have a ton of. It's the Chevy and Ford thing, right? It's like the Glock video. When I asked Jeff, I'm like, because Jeff has always had this tirade, this whole speech about Glock being Tupperware guns. Literally from the day Glocks came out, Jeff's like, I don't want that plastic. I don't think he really means it. He is just so rehearsed at it, and it's funny to hear it, right? I used to hear him give this presentation. He has a classified, I don't think it's classified anymore. He had a classified brief of Black Hawk Down, right? When the fucking, of Mogadishu. And I would hear that in sniper school. I would hear him give this brief. And in the same presentation, he would always talk about the Glock thing, having nothing to do with Mogadishu. So I always ask him about it because I know people just get fucking so up in arms over it. So we set up a TikTok page last week. The TikTok page was only up for 12 hours when I didn't even know we set the page up. My guy Austin set the page up. We had 3.5 million views on Scully talking shit about Glocks. And then when I'm like, so what do you carry now? He's like, a Glock, and people like lost their shit over it. We don't care. That literally, that whole thing, we don't give a shit what you carry because I don't rely on you. I don't care. I want you to carry whatever the fuck you want to carry that you're proficient with. I don't care. And I don't care what knife you carry. You ask me what knife I carry, I will tell you what I do all day long. I will never tell you that you should do something that I do not do though. And the truth is, you buy whatever you want to buy. You don't need a $500 knife. You don't need a $1,000 knife. Just like to tell time. Most dudes nowadays do not need a fucking watch to tell time. 1911, dude, more fucking power to you. You want an STI wide body. You want, like, what kind of 1911? You want a single stack 7? You want an officer 6? Are you going to run, Wilson 10 round mags with fucking brass drop plates? Like, what do you get whatever you want. And you guys, I want you to be happy. It's the Ford Chevy thing, right? People give me shit about a Toyota truck. Oh, I thought it's made in the motherfucking USA. When I bought the Tacoma, it was the most US made truck you could fucking buy. But the truth is, I have everything here around the building. I've got Dodge, I've got Chevy, I've got GMC, I've got 2 Fords, I've got Range Rover, I have fucking 2 Toyotas out there. I've got a Nissan high box van. I own fucking everything. All of them. So, like, just do whatever makes you happy. Whatever, like, when you guys are like, what knife should I get? I'm like, what's your budget, right? You going to Walmart, where are you going to get it? And I don't say that talking shit. Walmart just came out with Walmart is carrying a new line, kind of like plain box knives. They look really fucking cool. They look good. Go there, touch some, and then don't buy it, right? Go home, and when you wake up in the morning, if that's still what's in your head, you buy that then. Buy whatever the fuck makes you happy that you can't get out of your head, right? But I would say if your limit is $50, figure out how to put 75. And if your limit's 75, figure out how to buy $150 because you really change. When you go from 100 to 150, 195, it's a very different animal. It really is. We don't need your permission to buy knives, watches, etc. I don't know what you're saying, Josh. Carry a Glock or CZ75, compact and fucking awesome. With all the computers and sensors in trucks now, they're all about the same. Yeah, buy the Dodge, Chevy, Ford have never shared any of my posts. They've never interacted on social media. When we do a post with any of the Toyota trucks, you want to fucking Jeep, get a Jeep, man. You pull up here, like a dude pulls up here in a Jeep truck on 37s, I always walk out and look at those, right? Fucking, that's awesome, man. Buy whatever you want to buy. That's a little thing that Amanda and I do. Like if I'm like, hey, we're going to get a Jeep truck, Amanda would be like, whatever. She wouldn't be shitty about it though. We'd go buy a fucking Jeep truck. If we wanted one, we'd have it. We just do that because I can use the Jeep hashtags and I can use the Toyota hashtags, and then the guys bicker in the comments, right? Which is algorithm. That's all algorithm. But I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, so the Toyotas though, anytime I've tagged Toyota and tagged the dealership shares our posts, our videos, and then Toyota shares it. So if you look at like the tool bag video or the tool bag, the large tool bag, anything with the Toyotas over them, where we're getting in and out of the Toyota, and we tag Loom Tech in there, and we tag Toyota, and we tagged a couple other people. There's 2.5 million views on all those videos. I like the 2015 Rubicon with 34. If you like it, that's all that fucking matters is that you like it. That's cool. Heard this a while back during self-defense training. Knife is what you use to get your gun. Yeah, well, your pistol is what you use to get to your rifle, right? You have enough stuff on your person to fight your way to your vehicle, enough stuff in the vehicle to fight your way to your house, enough stuff at your house to fight to your tertiary or fourth location. I like Scully's outlook on different topics. He cracks me up. Yeah. People like Scully does not read the comments. Like early on in social media, when people would come on talking shit, I would always ban them, right? I would delete them. Our social media channel would be way bigger right now had I not done that. And that's part of why the new channels and the new pages we have, like we have pages you guys don't even know we have. We haven't even fucking promoted them. People don't, like, some guys might assume that there are channels, but like that Pulling the Thread podcast TikTok channel, we haven't interacted in there. Like there hasn't been any moderation, nothing. And most of the dudes commenting on there, they have no idea who we are. They just know they don't like us. I like the vehicle that gets me. Yeah, absolutely, Chuck. Absolutely. Pistol brace is a funny conversation. I don't think we've even spoken about them yet. I don't think that's going to stick. I don't think that's going to fucking be a thing for very long. I feel like they're in their death throes. It's like a lot of government agencies, they're like a dying animal. Just stay away from them. Do not test them because they will fucking harm you, making an example of you. According to Mr. Biden today, we should be buying F. Did he say it again? Bobby, did he say that again? He said it several times over the last couple of years. Great live, great comment. Josh Gilman, thanks, man. Thanks. So Biden's his skin suit is his clone is programmed with that, right? So every time they march out a new Biden and download his memories, right? It's programmed to say that. Cornered animal lash, absolutely, very fucking dangerous, very dangerous. See, that's the thing. We no longer mind because they no longer matter, right? Did you get out of the city? It's getting harder and harder. Like that door is closing. It is not far-fetched that people in the next couple of years will go to leave California, and you will not be able to leave California. They will literally have a border around California, and I think you'll see other states, right? Everybody keeps talking Civil War, right? You're seeing that happen. Like, that is starting. Get out of fucking cities if you can get out of cities. And if we're having this conversation and you're listening to me and you watch this kind of thing, you are probably a person that should be out of the fucking city, because it's getting to the point where you cannot. A watch hasn't touched my wrist since 1990s. My phone screensaver is a clock. One less thing for, I get it, Ed. I understand, man. Watches, right? People are like, well, I don't need that watch, or I don't need a watch. And that's fine. I don't wear inexpensive watches. I wear very expensive watches because other dudes with very expensive watches, that opens conversation. Use the Spyderco more than my $2,000 Medford Praetorian. I had a Praetorian. That's the big, huge one, right? I gave it to Jason, I think. Texas is the #1 state California are moving to. Man, they're coming here like fucking crazy. They're coming to, I think they're moving everywhere. Tennessee, they're going to Tennessee. They're going to fucking Texas. They're flowing into Idaho. My watch is vaccinated. I don't know what that means. Ton of lawsuits already filed. How about this one? All the planes that were grounded. Did you see that Davos, right? All the people going into Davos, they required that no pilots, only pilots that had not been vaccinated. No vaccinated pilots can fly the rich. Have you heard that or seen that? Almost 1 million people left California in the last 3 years. That's 12% of the population. Yeah, if you really want to see what's going on in California, try to rent a Ryder or a U-Haul truck. And look at the price. They will almost give you a truck if you're going into California. Coming out of California, you're like $10,000 around a fucking U-Haul. Cartels shooting them down? Maybe. You can pry a car door open. Yeah, it's the big, huge one. It was fucking so big, man. I gave it to Jason. Bought a new Ford Bronco for my mother. Fucking awesome. Good for you, man. Good for you. That is very cool that you're in a position where you can buy your mom a vehicle. Reading back through these comments here. Bill Gates said no vax pilots. I don't think it was Bill Gates, but yeah, somebody did say that. Or maybe he did too. Did you see that 50% of the people that were showing up, that were supposed to show up, did not? Did you see that? George Soros is not there. Who's Dr. Evil? Who's that dude? He's not there. Klaus Schwab's not there. I think Bill Gates is not there. West Virginia seems to be attracting. West Virginia seems pretty good. Yeah. Too close to fucking the other Virginia. Tennessee is attracting New Yorkers as well and seeing a lot of California. Yes, I agree, Chris. I agree. And they want to, and then they want to come here and they want to know why there's not social programs and there's not shit for their kids and where can I get free this? Where can I get free that? Where's the food assistance? How the fuck did you get here? Like, why did you come here? I was at a ranch this weekend and could hear what sounded like a drone. Never saw it. Any tools to know if one is around. So I don't know. I would look at S2 Underground. I think he has some videos about that. Amanda has seen drones here over our property also. Not little drones, bigger drones. Dude, you're rocking the wild goatee. Yeah, my woman likes it. If I cut this off, it would look just like this again in 6 months. $72 watching, 42 likes. Do the free thing. Yes, please hit the thumbs up. Entertain, educate, equip. Have I entertained you in any manner? Hit the thumbs up. Have I educated you? Have I given you something to think about that you're going to look up and verify and try to prove that I'm wrong or try to prove that I'm right? That's educate. If I've educated you in any manner, hit the thumbs up for us. It helps the algorithms so that next time I go live, you'll know that I'm going live, as will other people. And equip. I build all this stuff. What can I sell you, right? What have I told you tonight that you're going to purchase or something that will help you out, whether it's from me or somebody else? Anything, if that has happened, hit the thumbs up for me. Refresh there, 75. I see 82, actually. Listen here, meow. I've seen one not too long ago, West Tennessee. Yeah. They use them to fly over your property also for your to assess your taxes. And you're going to see a lot. All these people moving here bought property, and then they were surprised when the contractors are like, "We can't build your shit for 4 or 5 years. So in 4 years, we'll start your new build." Right? They sold their houses in California or New York, their $400,000, $500,000 house, but they sold it over value at $1 million, $1.5 million. Came here with a lot of money. Bought 100 acres, and then they couldn't get anybody to build their shit. So they bought tiny homes. So there's all these tiny homes out here. Every new gravel driveway, that's somebody that just moved here. You can see them all over the place. So everybody bought these tiny houses because most of our property out here is unimproved, right? There's no codes, no zoning. Well, it killed the mobile home market. So the mobile home guys got with the governor, and the governor leaned on, and the mayors, and they leaned on the local area electric companies. So the electric companies will no longer issue a pole and a meter, so you can't put electricity on your tiny home anymore if it doesn't have a DOT, right? If it doesn't have the actual badge showing the manufacturer, if it basically doesn't have a serial number on it, they won't put power to them anymore. So all these people, and the power companies are going around and actually pulling the power that they've already given these people. So a lot of these people are fucked. They're having to go like solar and generators and all kinds of stuff because the mobile home company was tanking. All the mobile home company, nobody was buying mobile homes and prefab homes. Why am I picturing Amanda with a scoped rifle taking down drones? They have drone guns. They have net guns and all kinds of shit that you can take down drones with. Shotguns work well. I have a video of drones over our property. They may or may not still be operational. In the end is showing 77. Great listening to you, Jack, Nicole, Tim, and I realize I'm not alone. I think that's the biggest part, right? Because they want you to believe you're alone. But when you get out there in the real world and you talk to people, you realize there are a lot more of us than there are of them. They are in pockets. Look at the maps that show where Republicans and Democrats. And this is not a Republican-Democrat thing. But look at those maps. The Democrats hold less than 20% of the land in the United States. Yet they drive all the votes and everything, right? Because they're in the cities. That's by design. You are not alone. You need to have the conversations out in public. Wear the shirts that are the identifiers, right? People will come up to you. It's the handshake. To be one, ask one, right? It's the secret handshake. They all want to go green, yeah. Tiny homes are selling for over 20. Dude, tiny homes are selling for $165,000. They're beautiful, but they're $100,000 to $165,000. There's a YouTube video on the compound. Amanda and I were on a lot that had over 30 of these things. They're nice, but they're ridiculous for the price. You could build a fucking pole barn, a nice pole barn. Angel, I am not. No, I am not. But once you see those emblems and the signals, once you see that, it's everywhere, right? You can't unsee it. And that's what I'm talking about, right? Go out in public, have conversations, walk around with your head up and your shoulders back, like you're not a victim. And just fucking, like we make a shirt that says, you are the carbon they are trying to reduce, right? We make a shirt that says, nobody is coming to save you, prepare to self-rescue. We make shirts that say, I'm not participating in your new normal. People, like all the time, man. We make one that says, this is the government, this is the government our founders warned us about, right? People come up and have conversations with us all the time over the shirts. And we meet people. Posture up. That's right, Chris. I paid $5,000 for mine on 1 acre in 2016. Yeah. The first one we bought was 14 by 36. I paid $5,000 for it. And then I bought another one that was 14 by 32. I paid $7,000 for it. And then I just bought the last one we bought. I bought for $7,500. It was a repo, and it's 14 by 40. That thing's $15,000 now. $15,000. I own a business in Seattle and drive almost an hour home every day. As soon as you get out of Seattle proper, it's MAGA country. Yes, Chris, absolutely. Have you read 299 Days? You don't even have to read it. It's an 11-book series. It takes place in Washington, Seattle, and Olympia, and outside of. It's a prepper fiction novel series, and it's on audiobooks. You can listen to it. It's worth listening to if you haven't heard it. Build your own earthship. Check out Billy Bond. Yep, Billy's been here on the property many times. Billy did our swales here. And William Bond went to Earthship Academy, and William studied under Earthship, and he studied under Jeff Lawton. And Jeff Lawton is going to be here in town. He's going to be here in the States very shortly. And there's some discussion of doing an event here with Jeff Lawton in February, maybe. I'm not sure on that. It's not even solid that it's happening yet. Been listening to 299 Days off and on over the last year or so. I'm on book 9, right on. I think I'm on, is that The War? I think I'm on book 9. I was listening to it again. I think I'm on book 9 right now. I just listen to it when I'm outside. Head up, phones down, make situational awareness cool again. Yeah, don't be a victim. Are solar panels worth it other than the tax rebate? I look at solar panels as they're not going to ever pay for themselves. But I don't care. I will have electricity when the government fucks up enough that there's no electricity, or they just simply decide to turn your shit off. If you want solar company to own your electricity, then go with them. I would rather buy my own than take the free solar slave. Yeah, I wouldn't do the free solar panel thing. I would buy, you know, even a Tesla battery wall. Buy something, right? You can buy batteries and a charge controller, put your system together. You can have somebody come do it. You can buy a turnkey like the solar wall. Generac's got one also. They have a podcast 200. Yeah, Josh, I can't do it. I've listened to it. Do you do much? Not a ton of stuff with Bear, but I know Bear. I talked to Bear today. I talk to Bear very frequently. We've done lives with him. He's presented twice here at Self-Reliance Festival. Our next Self-Reliance Festival is March 24, 25, 25, 26, whatever weekend that is. Bear will be here. Refuge Medical is coming out and actually doing a Stop the Bleed class here. Didn't a large solar company get sued? Oh, I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me. Did Nicole get Jeff to come in March? Josh, no, he's not coming in March. Or maybe, I don't know. I don't know. We were talking about an event before that with Jeff Lawton here. We are doing a live tomorrow, Nicole and myself, and I believe the history guy. Why can I not think of his name? Dangerous History podcast, who will be presenting at Self-Reliance Festival here. Municipalities are getting drones for everything from inspection power lines, trees near roadways, to tax for personal infrastructure. Yes, they are, Billy. But the drones we're seeing are flying in the dark. When is Refuge coming? I just said that. March 24, 25, whatever weekend that is. Bear and the other dude are in Vegas right now at SHOT Show. A loaded by Bear MCAB. Yeah, I'd like to see that too. Bear has asked many times to have us build stuff for him. I can't build enough of my own stuff. Labor is my bottleneck. I can't build enough stuff I have 5,000 open orders on any given day. Falconers take drones down. Really? Douglas Ridge Farms, thanks for your support on our channel, my man. You've been a huge inspiration. Douglas Ridge Farms. Are you talking to me? Tag me in something. Make sure that I'm on your Instagram and your social media, please. Guys, I got on here to do this for 30 minutes. I'm going to jump off of here. Tomorrow and Wednesday are both very long days. Wednesday, we will be filming Pulling the Thread podcast, some gear videos, a talking video where I'd yell at the camera. One of those went live today, actually. We put several pieces went live today on YouTube. Check those out. Buddy heaters are on quite a discount on an Amazon link that I posted. You should check that out on Facebook, Locals, MeWe, a couple other places, right? Any of the social medias. Check that out. You don't have to buy it there, but check it out. It is an incredible price right now for a big Buddy heater. I commented the other night, Douglas, right on, man, right on. Do one thing every day to improve your life, make a visual difference. I have gotten so much great advice from you guys. Josh Gilman, that's so true too. And you can just do it by pick an 8x8 foot area. Like, because it's overwhelming, right? Like this monstrosity in here. I have a before and after picture. I'm nowhere near done, but my goal was to get all of that off of there, right? So I've got it organized now. Now I have to utilize it and store it, right? Just like these shelves here. For years, coming in and out of this building, stuff has just been put here, and it's never been put away or organized. So that's kind of what I was doing tonight. So my goal was to, and I did not get there. I started doing this live. It's way different than it was, though, but my goal was to have this shelf completely done. I don't know what that looks like, but it's definitely better than it was. So just pick an area and just make it look different, right? That's what I tell my kids when I'm, go clean your room. Well, what do I need to clean up? I go, I don't care what you clean up, but make it look different. And what I found was, underneath all this stuff that I moved, I've got a bunch of Velcro here. I've got a bunch of Type 13 webbing. That's $250 a roll. That webbing and that's $500 for those two rolls right there. And then I bought all of the remaining Cobra buckles that they had when they stopped doing anodized. I've got 40 of these bins probably full of anodized Cobra buckles. Quick fit adapters, V-rings, type 8 webbing, printed webbing, all that shit was underneath a bunch of shit. Body, thanks for being here. Chris, man, always good to see you. Been working hard in the cave, yeah. Steve Peoples, man, thanks for being here tonight. Josh, I love you, man. All right, guys, I am out of here. Trying to teach my daughter not to be sorry, but to be better. Nick, how old is she, man? How old is she? Yeah, never speak in the negative. That's what we teach them, right? Don't ever speak in the negative. Speak in the positive. Oh, I should have done this. No, I'm going to do this next time. No remorse. No negativity. Just fucking operate in the positive. One step at a time. Yeah, we say that all the time, right? One step at a time. But it's important to have the second and the third step also. One more step today than yesterday. One more step tomorrow than today. She'll be 3. Oh, yeah, you got some time, man. Just spend time with her. Fucking lead by example, buddy. Lead by example. For the most part, she is going to be who she is by age 7. So speak to them, teach them, show them things. Get her started in combat sports. Tumbling, gymnastics would be good. Get her into something, you know, everybody wants to put them in ball sports and stuff. Put them in fucking combat sports. Let them hit each other. Fucking you don't pick them up when they fucking fall down. Let them pick themselves up. It's okay to have a skinned knee. It's okay to hurt. Just because you're hurt, it doesn't mean you're injured. We teach them to use strong words. Get her into music. Get her to fucking hearing other languages, because it's very easy right now for her to do that. She wants to hunt. That's great, man. No apologies. Just fix. That's right. That's right. All right, guys, I'm out of here.